happened since the great year you had, and now the excitement for this year, all the watch list, all those things. How are you kind of enjoying that, but at the same time don't want to let it impact your game in the season?
Yeah, I mean, I try not to pay attention to it. I mean, obviously I see it, and I see all the good, all the bad, but you can't pay attention to it. You just got to come out here every day, work with your teammates, and just stay focused on the task at hand.
And the task is what for you guys as you enter this season with Coach Cristobal? What are the expectations? What do you think this team could be?
Just win. Our goal is to win the ACC championship, and that's where it starts for us. And I think we're going to do a good job of getting to that goal this year.
Tyler, what's a competition like that out there on the Green Tree practice field that y'all practice on the daily?
Yeah, it's good. Just killing the defense every day, especially number 3. Can't really cover, so just attack him every day.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
What are your expectations going to him? Anything specific that you're looking for and working on, or just maybe all being together?
I would just say just getting back out there with my teammates. Just working on that, finding those receivers. We're going to make those plays. The running backs are going to make the plays, and I mean, I'm just excited to get out on the field with those guys and win games with them.
Coach Cristobal has such a clear message as to what he wants this program to look like. As the quarterback of the team, do you feel like you kind of have to be, the coach on the field and kind of help implement that culture?
Yeah, no doubt. As a quarterback of any college football team, NFL team, you got to be that leader of the team. You got to be that coach. Just making sure all the players are doing everything right, and just be there for if any guys have questions or any concerns the guys have, and just do it for the other guys.
To that point, you know that with that position, being the leader of the team, the quarterback, there's pressure. How do you handle pressure? What do you think of the pressure? We mentioned earlier about the expectations and the hype, but how do you handle that?
I really honestly don't feel the pressure. I mean, I just come out here every day and just work. I feel like you just come out here and work, and you forget about all that. And I really don't feel it. I just want to come out here and play football. And I've been doing it my whole life, and I don't think anything has changed.
What's Coach like? You guys got the first impression, but now that you've gotten to know him a little bit, what's his system, his style like?
Yeah, I mean, I love Coach Cristobal. Great person, good coach, and I'm excited he's here with us. When he first walked into that room, you just feel that intensity just coming in, and everybody's like, "Whew, feeling," So the way he makes us work, disciplines us. So I'm just excited for this year.
What have you seen from Jake and from Jacquard Brown in year 1?
Yeah, I mean, Jake and Jacquard are great players. They push me every day to get better in the film room, outside in the practice field, and they're going to have good careers here too.
Hey Tyler, what was this offseason like? You have to learn a whole new offense. How much work do you have to put in? What are the study sessions like with you and your rest of your offense?
Yeah, obviously it's a new system this year, and we had the whole spring to kind of get it down and understand the calls and how Coach Gaddis likes to call plays. We've been up here the entire summer just studying the plays and going over the first 5 installs that we went over in spring, and just keep adding stuff from that. And we're obviously going to add more stuff in the fall. But yeah, it's been smooth so far, and I'm excited to see how Coach Gaddis' game plays.
Hey, Tyler, I want to ask you about Colby Young, a guy we haven't really seen yet.
Yeah.
Saw a bunch of the other guys already. What are your thoughts on him, and what does he bring to the table at receiver?
Yeah, obviously Colby just got here, I think 3-4 weeks ago. He's a good player, I think, and he has a lot of good ball skills. Big guy, probably 6'4", 6'5", so I'm excited to see what he can do. He's going to get on the field, so he's going to make plays for us.
Tyler, in your opinion, what to get to the next level, what's the biggest question mark right now that you in your mind have going into this season?
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's in the future. I'm really just trying to focus on the task at hand right now, one day at a time, being a leader for the team, winning, just taking just one practice at a time, one day at a time, and one game at a time.
What's the next step for you in your progression as a quarterback?
I mean, I feel like coming off last year, I learned a lot of things on and off the field. And for me, I tried to get in the film room a lot and really try to understand what the defense is trying to do. And I feel like times last year that kind of got me. Had some bad throws, bad decision making sometimes based off what they were doing. So was really trying to understand what they were trying to do. And I mean, we'll see what happens this year with the game planning and everything. I mean, I'm just excited to get out there and play.
You mentioned leadership a second ago. How's Tyler the leader in 2022 different from Tyler the leader, once you became this sort of last year?
Yeah, I mean, last year it was kind of thrown at me. Fourth game of the season, like it just came. You know, I really didn't have that whole summer and fall camp to be that leader for the team, and it's a lot different this year having that. And a lot of guys are looking up to me, and didn't quite have that, you know, last year. So I'm just excited to be there for the guys and just be that leader for them.
Are you that kind of guy who'll get in someone's face? Like, has that happened, or are you more the take them aside at the end of a drill or 7-on-7 and say, hey, whatever you have to say to them?
Yeah, I'm not a guy. I'm not going to get in someone's face unless they really, you know, piss me off. But it really doesn't happen. But I'll pull them over the side, tell them what they need to work on, or what they need to do better. And I'm a guy who leads by example. I'm not really rah-rah speech unless I need to. But yeah.
Tyler, you and Xavier have a great relationship, obviously being roommates. Ask them if you guys are still roommates. You said you are. What's that relationship like with you guys on the field? That, you know, the comfortability that you have with him off the field and, you know, your apartment or whatever that you bring on the field, whether it's in practice or in the games.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a great relationship with him since we've gotten here, and I know I can trust him on the field. He does a great job on the field of finding those windows, find those comfort zones for me. When something's not there, he'll try to find that window and just make it easy throw to him. So he's kind of my security blanket, and I mean, he's gonna have a huge season. I can already feel it. And, yeah, I think I'll start it us being roommates in Mahoney over there. So.
There's new leaders in the receiving group. A lot of guys with extended roles. What's the biggest takeaway you've gotten so far from your wide receivers?
Yeah, I mean, all those guys. Not many of those guys have experience out there. I mean, Keyshawn started last year, X got on the field, and a few of those guys played a little bit. So we're still trying to find who that leader is going to be in the receiver room. And once that guy steps up, those other guys will start looking to that person as a leader, and that person will be the guy. So.
How about those guys, the freshmen like Jacoby George and Romello Brinson? What have you seen from them?
Yeah, they're good players. I mean, you guys saw a glimpse of them. And Jacoby had a good game against Duke last year, and he started coming on at the end of the year. And they're good players. Romello was hurt during spring, so he's making a good recovery, and Jacoby had a good spring too. So we're just excited to see what they can do too.
Tyler, you mentioned before that Coach Cristobal kind of has a presence, a command when he walks into a room. Can you expound on that a little bit? I mean, all coaches try to have that. How would you describe it when you're in a room and he comes in the room as a coach? What does he bring that's different from the coaches you've had before?
I wouldn't say it's different. It's just Coach Cristobal. I don't know how to really explain it. It's just he knows how to discipline. And, you got to do stuff right, or you're gonna pay consequences either here early in the morning or missing something or whatever. So
Are there some specific rules that he's really strict on? What are some things that are like Coach Cristobal's stamp on the team so far?
It's more program rules. So I mean, we've been in the weight room a lot this summer, and being late, you got to come here an hour earlier than you're supposed to. Just little stuff like that really disciplines the player. So.
Is it true you're not allowed to have phones in the meeting rooms?
No phones.
That's new?
Yeah, that's new. Yep.
And how does that help? You think just little things like that?
I mean, yeah, at times last year and the year before, I just see people peeking at their phones during the meeting. I mean, when the coach is talking, you got to listen. So I think it's smart and good that we don't have that anymore. And everyone's locked in.
You mentioned the weight room. Is Coach Feld as intense as he seems to be on social media?
He's not. Everybody asks me that, but I mean, at times he'll get like that, but he'll.
It's more persona.
Yeah, he's chill. He's a good coach, good guy, and really helps us get stronger, bigger, and better. So, but yeah, he's not like that really. So.